This is Tyler here at J-Tech, and today we're going to be performing a brake inspection on this vehicle. Alright, before we go ahead and lift the vehicle up, we're going to check our brake fluid in here, make sure it's clear and everything, and then we're going to check our lines from the master cylinder, make sure those are good, and then we'll be able to go ahead and lift up the vehicle. Alright, now we're just going to inspect the lines on the rear of the vehicle to make sure that they're good, and then we're going to go ahead and take the drum off the back and inspect the drum. Alright, now we're going to use the lining thickness gauge to check the lining on these back brake shoes. And this one right here looks like it's going to be 6 millimeter. And it looks like the same on this side over here. It's going to be 6 millimeter. Alright, now that we've checked the other side, we're going to do the same thing on this side with the thickness gauge and check the thickness of these brake shoes on this side. This one right here on this side is going to be 5 millimeter, and it looks like it's going to be the same thing on this side right here. So these are within the moderate wear, so you don't need to change them right now, and you can let them keep going. Alright, now we're going to use the drum gauge to measure the thickness of the drum. We looked up the specs online already. The minimum thickness is 9.56 if you want to refinish. Anything at 9.59 and up, you got to discard it. And these ones look like they're going to be, this one looks like it's going to be 9.5. Check this other one real quick. This one looks like it's 9.5 as well, so if you choose to, you could refinish these if you like. Now on the front end, we're going to check all your brake hoses, fittings, and your rotors. Make sure that they're looking good, not grooved or anything. And then we're going to take off the caliper and measure the thickness of the brake pads. Alright, now that we have removed the brake caliper and got the brake pads out, we're going to use the brake lining thickness gauge again to measure the thickness of the lining on the brake pads. With these, you can check right here, and that's going to be the right one for this, and that one looks like it's 10 millimeters, so that side is good. And then on this one, it looks like it's going to be sized down at, it's 8 millimeters, so they're both still within spec to use them, so you don't have to change them right now. Alright, the last thing we're going to be doing is measuring the thickness of the rotor, and we're going to be using this tool right here. So we're going to put this right here, squeeze this in until it hits the other side of the rotor, and you're going to measure it, and it's measuring 0.974, and that is between the minimum and maximum, which is 0.98. And if it's above that or at that, you can refinish. If it's 0.965 or below, you have to discard. So we can still use these, we just can't refinish them.